Now that Facebook has viralized the term Metaverse, it seems like everyone wants to get into the Metaverse or a Metaverse. And this has benefited the crypto Metaverse platforms, especially the leading ones. Look no further than Decentraland, for example. Its native token MANA, that's M-A-N-A, has rallied more than 400% since October 28th. Similarly, look at SAND, S-A-N-D, the Sandbox native token, which has rallied more than 370% since that time. But analyzing the token growth alone is not enough to get a true sense of which platform will be a leader in the metaverse space. And so in this video, we are comparing Decentraland to the Sandbox in an effort to better help you make purchasing decisions. So stick around to the end of this video. That's when we're going to share our opinion as to which one is a better choice. Hey guys, I am Maddie and we are Altcoin Buzz, a crypto investment research company. We've ridden the peaks and the troughs in this cryptocurrency space for several years now, and I'm very happy to say that we've been making millionaires since all the way back in 2017. As I like to say, not by accident either. We've been successful in this space because we've made some major and very public investments in big winners like Ethereum, Binance, Cardano, Crypto.com, Engine, Matic Network, Chiliz, Quant Network, Polkadot, Uniswap, and many other 100x ROI projects. And if you don't want to miss out on the next potential crypto gem or altcoin moonshot, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Altcoin Buzz. Also hit the bell to receive notifications. That way you are alerted by YouTube every time we publish new content. But if you want to go to the next level and gain insider access to our early research tips on the next potential 100x project in cryptocurrency, then you need to be part of our paid membership program. That is called Altcoin Buzz Access, and that is now live. And if that's something that interests you, you can find a link to that service in the description below. Of course, the usual preamble before we proceed, I gotta remind you guys that investment, whether cryptocurrency investments or otherwise, entail corresponding risk. And as such, this video does not represent financial or investment advice, but you guys already knew that. All right, let's jump into the Metaverse. All right, so first let's introduce both Metaverse platforms which are being considered today, and we'll start with Decentraland, whose ticker is MANA. That's M-A-N-A. So Decentraland is a virtual reality platform powered by the Ethereum blockchain, and users can create, experience, and monetize content as well as applications. Land in Decentraland is permanently owned by the community, giving them full control over their creations. Next up, we have the Sandbox, whose ticker is SAND, S-A-N-D. So the Sandbox is a virtual world where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experiences in the Ethereum blockchain using SAND, the platform's utility token. This platform aims to create an immersive metaverse in which players will create virtual worlds and games collaboratively and without a central authority. Let's give some consideration to the wallets of each platform. So from the side of Decentraland, its native token MANA has the ERC20 standard. However, Decentraland has recently made a bridge with Wallet Connect, which allows Polygon users to participate as well. On the other hand, SAND, S-A-N-D, the Sandbox native token, is also an ERC20 token. What this means is that you can use any ERC20 wallet in the market for both projects, and the most common one displayed here is My Ether wallet. However, you can also use MetaMask if that's your preference, or even Trust Wallet. As far as wallets go, we're giving this one to Decentraland. Let's discuss scalability next. So considering that both projects are built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, their scalability capacity is limited because of the following factors. First of all, very high fees. And unfortunately, many of us are painfully familiar with this. So fees are paid in Ether, whose price right now is quite variable, and there's a lot of volatility in these fees. Another factor is unstable tokens. So the Ethereum blockchain is still undergoing a lot of changes, and this includes moving the consensus mechanism from POW, proof of work, to the POS, or proof of stake system. Under the POW mechanism, Ethereum has 20 transactions per second. However, when ETH.2 arrives, this blockchain will have 20,000 transactions per second, approximately. So that's 3 orders of magnitude higher. Both projects don't really have enough scalability capacity to adapt to massive adoption. However, this will improve when ETH 2.0 proof of stake protocol arrives. So for the time being, we're calling this one a tie. Let's now consider governance. So Decentraland has two tokens: Land, LAND, this is the non-fungible parcels in which the virtual world is divided, and Decentraland also offers Mana, MANA, an ERC20 token that is burned to claim land, as well as to make in-world purchases of goods and services. Therefore, Decentraland has a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, where the community will vote for things like purpose and voting on policy updates, future land auctions, whitelisting of NFT, non-fungible token contracts to be allowed inside the world, builder and marketplace, and really whatever the community deems relevant, and other issues as well. Governance voting takes place on Decentraland's DAO governance interface. This is powered by Aragon. Whereas on the other hand, in the Sandbox, users need SAND, S-A-N-D, to participate in governance decisions of the platform via a DAO structure. Some examples of voting include foundation grant attributions to content and game creators, feature prioritization on the platform roadmap, the delegation of voting rights to other players of their choice, and other variables as well. In conclusion, the governance mechanism for both projects have very similar functions, but Decentraland has a more structured voting platform and it's easier to find on their website. So that's why the winner in this case is Decentraland. All right, now we have to discuss the team of each project, beginning with Decentraland, who have a security advisory board, SAB, that acts as a guarantor of Decentraland's smart contract security. This team aims to oversee the work of the DAO committee and respond to vulnerability and bug reports in any of Decentraland's contracts. Also, the SAB includes 5 Solidity experts that have initially been selected by the Decentraland development team. The Decentraland team has important leaders in blockchain engineering, computer science, venture capital, and data analytics. And so they have a lot of variety in terms of their pedigrees and their backgrounds, which we always view to be a strength. On the other hand, the Sandbox team is distributed in 4 different countries, specialized in startups and software development, finance, as well as blockchain business. Here we're noticing that Decentraland has 3 members in its team, whereas the Sandbox has 5 members of their core team plus 5 advisors. So there are more possibilities that the Sandbox team will have better developments, and thus the Sandbox wins this particular round in our humble opinion. Let's talk about purchasing lands. So the community owns the land in Decentraland and the Sandbox forever, and this allows them complete authority over their projects. So therefore, landowners have authority over what material is published on their parcels of land, which is denoted by a set of Cartesian coordinates. As a result, land is a digital asset that is non-fungible, transferable, and rare, that is kept in an Ethereum smart contract. It may be obtained by using an ERC20 token known as Mana. To buy lands in Decentraland, you have to go to Connect Your Wallet and go to the marketplace and browse in the Parcel and Estates section. At that point, you have to put the on sale option on, and then you'll see that the sky blue squares will appear. These are all the available lands you can buy in Decentraland. The best criteria to choose the best lands are the same really as you would have in real life, in the real world. You have to look for lands near strategic places where people gather and spend time. Location, 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 as any real estate agent will tell you. For example, universities, casinos, other recreational places where people congregate. This will give your lands higher value quickly and will make better returns over time. For example, browsing in the marketplace, you can see in the picture that near the Genesis Plaza, there are some lands very near it, and this is a big opportunity. This would be considered hot real estate. To buy lands in the Sandbox, you have 2 options. Shown here, you have the Sandbox Marketplace, but in addition, you can also purchase lands on OpenSea, which is shown here. You only have to connect your wallet, choose the land, and then pay. Also, there's a P2P NFT trader where people can swap the Sandbox NFTs in a secure and easy way. And the best way to buy affordable lands in the Sandbox is by browsing in the marketplace, then writing down the coordinates of each land, and then looking to see if it's located near the land of a partnered company on the map. So for example, here, there is a land whose coordinates are -171, 122, and this can be purchased in OpenSea. So you can put them in the coordinates section in the map to see if it's near commercial lands. Now we're still discussing purchasing lands, but as a subsection here, we want to consider recent developments. And it's important to note that Decentraland has announced new partnerships and developments like an open virtual gallery here with Sotheby's, something that's known as the wearable editor. And they've also announced the ability for users to shoot and edit videos inside the platform. And then on the other hand, the Sandbox's newest developments are the fact that it migrated to a Polygon NFT layer 2 to use 100 times less energy than Ethereum, and they've also recently announced their liquidity mining launch. In conclusion, both metaverse platforms are constantly developing new features. However, the Sandbox's NFT migration is a critical improvement for the platform that may very well allow for exceptional scalability. Therefore, in this particular case, the Sandbox wins. All right, now we are talking partnerships, beginning with Decentraland. They have partnered with Cyberpunk, Polygon, aka Matic, and Atari, to name just a few. And while that may sound impressive, on the other hand, we have the Sandbox, which is partnered with OpenSea, The Walking Dead. They have also partnered with Atari, Socios.com, a favorite of ours because it's affiliated with Chili's, CHZ of course, Binance, Mr. Snoop Dogg, Ultra, Coin Market Cap, the South China Morning Post, Wax, WAX, Maker, CryptoKitties, Opera, and Flow. As far as partnerships go, we have to give this one to the Sandbox hands down, as it just has an abundance of partnerships. Very well done. Okay, let's consider access for a second. So Decentraland has a guest mode where anyone can start playing in their metaverse without necessarily having to connect to any related wallet. However, this means that the experience inside the game is very limited and the information will be stored in the platform. On the other hand, in the Sandbox, you need to register first via an email, a social media account, or Gmail, or if you prefer, by MetaMask. For this one, we think that the Sandbox gives users more access alternatives, and that's why narrowly, but that is why we're thinking that the Sandbox wins this round. All right, who's ready for some token analysis? Beginning with Decentraland, whose native token Mana is an ERC20 token and has multiple use cases and features such as the ability to make in-game purchases, such as claiming land ownership. It has a fixed supply of 2.1 billion tokens. It allows you to pay fees when a parcel is purchased, and you can pay Decentraland development infrastructure costs with it as well. It's also burned to claim land LAND tokens, and this means that users use Mana to buy parcels. And as I just mentioned, Decentraland has another token called Land, which is an ERC721 token. It's an NFT used to distribute lands in the metaverse, and it's used by developers to build in that same metaverse. On the other hand, we have the Sandbox, which has not only its native token called Sand, but also has multiple class fungible token, an MCFT. Sand's use cases are the following. It's first of all a platform utility token, but it also provides developers true ownership of their creations as NFTs. It offers rewards participation. It allows users to upload, publish, sell assets represented in ERC721 and ERC1155 standards. Users can trade digital assets. It's used for governance voting, and there's also a fee capture model wherein 5% of transaction fees are allocated in a staking pool as rewards for token holders. Staking rewards for token holders as well, and company reserves, which is 20% of the total token supply. Moreover, the Sandbox has assets, that's ASSETS tokens, that is an ERC1155 standard, which is used to represent a mix of a cryptocurrency and an NFT in the same asset. And we feel that this may be perfect for the metaverse. And finally, the Sandbox also has developed two more tokens. These are GEMS, GEMS. These ERC20 tokens are burned to give attributes to the assets tokens, and also catalysts, CATALYSTS. These ERC20 tokens are burned to mint assets tokens to let users associate a number of GEMS tokens to an asset tokens. So we feel the Sandbox wins in this particular factor by far because they've developed way more than token development, giving their metaverse optimized features. In conclusion, and considering all of these factors that we've analyzed here, we can confidently say that the Sandbox offers not only a truer but a more technically comprehensive platform that is ready to dominate the metaverse. And Decentraland, along with Mana, are great. We just feel that the Sandbox is in a better position to really be a leader in this space, head and shoulders above everybody else. Let us know, guys, if you agree with this decision. Which one do you prefer, Decentraland or the Sandbox? Let us know and start a discussion, start a debate with us if you'd like in the comments below. Of course, as a reminder, never financial advice, but best of luck and Godspeed if you do choose to invest. If you're still watching this video, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications. Don't forget about our Altcoin Buzz access link in the description below if that's something that interests you. Check out these other videos, guys, which should be popping up right about now. Stay safe, members of the Altcoin Buzz army. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in the next video. Take care.